in the entire will of the divine within the self. Don't got nothing to do with nothing external, because all that shit is a hologram. That shit ain't real. Everything real is 19 dimensions internally, inside you. That's the real shit. That's why everything that they compel you to do requires you to look outside yourself. They don't want you looking inside yourself, because you're going to see some shit in there that's going to wake you the fuck up on a level you didn't expect. When I was a little boy, my mama said, if you pray for anything, baby, pray for wisdom, because you're going to need it. I told my father, I said, you know, mama told me when I was a little boy, pray for wisdom. I hate she ever told me that. That's some hard shit to deal with when you get it, because now you can see shit that can't nobody else see. You isolate it. When you get around people, they get scared because, as Osho said, a wise man is a fire, alive. And people don't really understand what it is because the naked eye can't see the soul fire unless it's trained. And so in the liberation of the leaders has to be a collective of oppressed people's leaders that are in positions of exile, which brings me to the conclusion is Assata Shakur. There's no way you can give a lecture on oppressed and abused leadership without addressing Assata Shakur. This woman, everybody blow kisses to that sister. If she was standing in front of me right now, I'd probably bow down and kiss her feet. For real. And this is why. Assata Shakur stood up like Afeni did. I can't leave her out, but I'm not dealing with Afeni right now because I got to deal with her son in another video, and I can't deal with that right now because that's going to get me off topic. Assata Shakur have the absolute birthright to walk in North America unmolested by any form of law enforcement. Period. She didn't do nothing. There was a hit. It was a hit on the Black Liberation Army and a couple members of the Panther. They got who they was going to get. They was going to get the driver. It was a hit. She survived the hit. They didn't expect her to survive. It was a hit. Then what they do to the sister? They locked a sister, a woman, a female in an all-men's prison. What the fuck kind of shit is that? I was locked up with a hermaphrodite and seeing what happened. A person that had both genitalia. So for them to put her in a men's prison, they was literally throwing her to the fucking wolves. Dead wrong. So, because every governor that had been in office since that woman survived that mercenary attack that did not sign her pardon, this is directly from the Christ, they will burn in eternity, literally. And that ain't even hell. Hell is not burning in eternity. Hell is being under Hellenistic rule. The eternal flame is the wickedness being consumed by itself without being allowed to be put out, because it will be flamed with all wickedness from all four corners of the universe. It will all be fed so that the flame of wickedness can all be consumed in the same eternal flame of wickedness. That does not have anything to do with humans. That don't got nothing to do with humans. Normally. But those ones who hold positions of power are held to a higher standard than a regular person. So their responsibility is to uphold correct justice, right? Fuck who that is with that money over there. He telling you to do some wicked shit. That money don't mean nothing. Seek ye first the kingdom of heaven, and you have that. That money don't mean nothing. All of the money is generated through your effort. So if the money is generated through your effort, all you got to do is stop doing. Just go home and everybody go home. Everybody go home and sit down. These motherfuckers will grovel at your feet because they stealing your energy and they showing it to you in your face in the form of what they call currency. That's another video. I'm not going to get too deep into that. So everybody know this. Assata Shakur is right now the reigning queen of Amur Inca. Ever since the demise of Aretha Franklin, who was y'all queen, but she never crowned a king. Go look at her funeral again. They didn't want you to know. Go back and study Aretha Franklin's history. How long they been calling this woman the queen? There's a whole lot of other women that sing better than Aretha. They didn't call them the queen. Mahalia Jackson, they didn't call her the queen. So they tried to tell you that her queen title was attached to her music career and called her the queen of soul. Soul ain't got shit to do with no fucking music. Nothing. Soul has nothing to do with music. So the Queen Aretha surrendered her crown when they passed from the colors of the coffin. That's the sun setting of the gold coffin, the moon rising or the lunar rising in the silver coffin. That means that she surrendered her power to another queen. This is a feminine matriarchal coronation. Y'all don't even know y'all history. A feminine matriarchal coronation. Now, who is most qualified to carry the crown? Now, this would have to be a woman. Now, they got a lot of contenders. I could bring up Camille Cosby. I could bring up Jada Pinkett. Jada Pinkett is probably, she's younger, she's old enough, but she's probably not involved enough in other aspects to be classified as the queen, like in certain family stuff that they got to do. But then there's actual other queens running around. Y'all don't know them. And y'all don't know their status. They just tribal queens. Any tribal queen can rise to the power of national queendom. Any one of them. However, because of all of that shit that these people did to keep Assata away from the crown, all of the shit they did when Aretha laid down and passed the gold coffin and went to rest in the silver coffin, when she set the sun on her queendom, then from the moon, the reflection of the moon has to discover the next queen. I'm telling y'all who it is. Ain't nobody gonna believe me till I prove it, but I'm telling y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all flat out. Assata Shakur right now is diplomatic status in America. Any law enforcement see her need to be on security for her. She do no longer need to be in exile. Assata Shakur is the current queen in Amur Inca. How do I know this? The movie Panther told it. Who did they get to play the mother? Now, normally I would tell y'all that that was a Finney. There's only one reason why that's not a Finney. Only reason that's not a Finney because of Finney not here right now. That's the only reason. But look at the title or the name of the woman who played the mother. Her name is Angela Bassett. In English, that's a Latin term, Angela Bassett. Angela or Angelo means messenger. And Basset or Bass, that's the cat goddess of Egypt. So now, what was they telling us about this whole situation with the Panther? On Earth, if you don't know the rule of the passport to power on Earth, this is it. There is no king who is not crowned by a queen on Earth. Earth is Mother Earth. It's feminine. And Earth totality, meaning the whole 6 sectillion tons of Earth, whether it's flat, round, or hollow, don't matter. The whole thing, if a global ruler is to be crowned, they have to be crowned in the Afar Inca. And the reason being is the Holy Land is in Afar Inca. It was in ancient times called the Absu. Them people in the Middle East imposters, and that's not the Holy Land. The people in the Middle East who say they're imposters, and that's not the Holy Land. They imposters. That's not the Holy Land. How do I know this? Revelations 2, 9 and 10. Revelations 3, 9 and 10. I know the works and tribulations of those who say that we are and are not, but the synagogue of Satan. Another verse say, I know the works and tribulations of those who say that and they conceal the fact that they're rich. Synagogue of Satan. Think, people. Synagogue of Satan. They ain't the chosen one. They chosen, but they ain't chosen by us. For us. They ain't got nothing to do with us. So, probably about a month and a half, my instructions would be to the Islamic community or the Islamic people to restore the caliphate. That's what I was told to tell them. Restore the caliphate. You ain't got no voice. Without the caliphate, y'all go the way of the wicked. You need the caliphate in order to correct the doctrine. Because they lied. And they mixed shit up to confuse you. Only thing they kept right was the cultural adherences of Islam. The underlying doctrine, they tricked you. So you need your caliphate to assemble your sheikhs so that y'all can fix it. There's imposters in there pretending to be sheikhs and imam. They not. We need our leaders back. The real ones, not the imposters. So if anybody know what it means to be left without a leader, be in a house where a strong parent dies and watch how people fall apart. Then you understand why you need your leadership. It's not that we can't eventually all become leaders on our own, because we will become leaders on our own. We become leaders of ourselves, our Christ-conscious self, our fully awakened self. But in order to become that realized within the self, you need an external example. You need somebody that go through everything you go through every day. Bad relationships and good relationships. Good friends and bad friends. They get crossed out and they get lifted up. They fall down, scrape their knee and put a band-aid on it just like you. You need to see that person go through all the same shit you do, but one thing on his mind: seek ye first the kingdom of heaven, and all these things shall be added unto you. So if you ain't in pursuit of the kingdom of heaven, you're wasting your time, because that's the only way out. It's the only way out. And the kingdom is within the self. 19 internal dimensions. You won't reach all 19 from the third dimension fixed position reality. But the internal self, all of those leaders need a delegate. If you consider yourself having a political prisoner as a leader or a support to a political prisoner, he needs a delegate for a congressional address of grievance under the Second Amendment. The right to address grievances to Congress. So we can liberate all our leaders, but we have to do it collectively. We can't do the divide and conquer shit no more. That shit got to be in the history books. They use that shit to keep us oppressed and fighting against our own progress of self. I'm not really worried, because the struggle itself made all of us stronger. And when y'all start remembering y'all past lives and what they did to y'all, y'all gonna be sick. Y'all gonna be sick. But it's gonna come. And they call this total recall, and they made mockery of it in pop culture. All right, so we understand that, one, there are leaders that we have that we chose. Didn't nobody choose them for us. They was taken from us through a system known as Hellenism. From this system of Hellenism, they gave us imposters and put them on the throne. The few actual leaders they have, that we actually have, they're trying to tear them down as we speak. Now, the vehicle I was told to use is the Nation of Islam, MGT, GCC, my guerrilla team, General Civilization Call, classes. Now, I was told to use this vehicle, but I can't force nobody to let me in. I can only make it known that if I get that vehicle, I'm going to make 3 calls. Well, I'm not going to make them, because that's not my job. But I'm going to tell the people whose job it is the call they have to make. 3 calls, and the devil going to buckle. He going to buckle. His knees going to buckle. The whole weight of the world going to collapse on his shoulders in 3 fucking moves. I ain't got to shoot nobody. I ain't got to blow shit up. Nothing. All I got to do is 3 things. I got to do 1 for the Father. I got to do 1 for the Mother, the Holy Ghost, and I got to do 1 for the Son, S-U-N, which would in turn end up being self, but it's not selfishly self. It's Christ conscious, which self includes everybody that's watching and that's not watching. We all in this together, and it's going to take all of us that want to get out to get out. And the ones that don't want to get out, they can lay down and die, and they can go on and try it on in some other reality. This one, we ain't buying it. It's over. It's over. So all of the leaders that's out and available, that's not supporting the ones that's in, those are the ones that's imposters. Automatically. You know them. Now, I'm going to do a address for each religion and tell them who they fucking can trust in their religion. Christians, Muslims, Hebrew Israelites, it don't matter. I'm going to tell you who the fuck you can trust. And then I'm going to tell them who they need to go to in order to get the misinformation corrected. The physical body can't handle what the spiritual body can put out at this particular point. So Jesus gave them water, but it wasn't in the well. Elixir of life. Once you get that, then the body can keep up with the spirit and you won't need sleep no more. All right? So the liberation of the leaders is in the hands of the people. And until the leaders is liberated, the oppressor will not relent his assault. Remember that. And we gonna march this march to freedom with everybody who want it. Anybody who think they good, where they at, you think your life's straight, and you don't see what they want to do to you, when the convergence, once it become a divergent, because it's gonna happen, it got to separate. The wheat got to be separated from the chaff. You go the way of the chaff, and you can continue doing this shit, and then you're gonna get to see what all of us escape when we have what they call paradise on earth. When heaven comes to earth, they tell you in Revelation, Crystal City gonna land, and the Christ gonna be there, gonna be your God on earth, and gonna reign forever and ever on earth. Not in the sky, not raptured up, taken away, because the motherfuckers gonna get taken away. Well, they be on the West Bank, because I got to pull all of the righteous out of the West Bank for a reason. I believe that reason is that all of those ones, they peoples is coming back to get them the fuck out of here so that I don't lose my fucking cool and annihilate us all. Because I've been given that authority from, the Hindus say, Lord Shiva himself. And Lord Shiva only move when the dark goddess Kali tell him to. Pay attention. Kali Yoga. Look it up. If the goddess Kali don't tell Shiva to give the order, he won't pull the fucking trigger. That means peaceful transition. If the Christ say, fuck him, that's so goddamn hard I can't see it ever happening. That level of love can't just condemn y'all. I ain't even think that shit was real. That level of love can't condemn you. So, what was my instructions? Find a way out for as many people that want out. I found it. Judge not that ye may not be judged.
The headdress resembles a fez.
Resemble and is two different things.
Oh my fucking stars, bro. All right, you can go to semantics. This is a fez on this man's head. No matter what you say, it's a fez.
You can call it what you want to.
Yo,
He ain't call it no fez.
yo, listen. So you see that say Phoenician? You see that say Phoenician? That's a Phoenician statue. That he got a fez on right there.
That shit don't got nothing to do with us. Phoenicians ain't
It's
from
that
over
Phoenician.
here.
Look, Phoenician wearing a
Phoenicians
fez.
ain't
Look,
got nothing to do with us over here.
See, look. When somebody's smirking on live, his dumb ass starts speaking some. Oh no, I'm not even human. I'm a spirit. Come on, bro. You just be rambling, bro. Go watch the sun, man.
Mm-hmm. You gonna find out when it's all said and done who is who and what is what.
No books, right. Nobody taught you nothing, bro. You learned everything. Came out your mind womb, taught yourself how to eat, wash, did everything. Nobody taught you nothing. You know everything, Mo. Because you're a god.
I'm glad you recognize.
I'm just saying, why you drinking beer why you drinking beer if you're a god?
I'm not drinking beer.
So what are you doing?
I'm sitting here talking to you.
But you just told me, wait, listen, look. I don't want to get irate. I'm sorry for if I made this person that way or something like this. I just want to know why are words don't mean anything when I'm trying to make a point, but when you want to make a point, the words mean something.
I didn't say that, you did.
You told me that you're not human.
I'm not.
So all right, and then I asked you what tribe. You said you're from everywhere. What tribe is everywhere?
I said from all of them. I said I'm from all of them.
Wait, hold on, man.
Because my tribe is the progenitor tribe that produce all of the tribes.
He's speaking exoteric, and he's talking about all, coming from the all source. So he's just claiming everything. There's nothing wrong with that.
All right, so that's cool. But what makes you? Who gives you the power to say I'm not a Moor?
Me.
That's cool. That's fine.
I'm self-empowered. I don't need to be validated by no nationality card.
You're right.
I don't need to be validated by no feds.
You're right.
I don't need to be validated by no books.
You're right.
I validate myself by my presence.
So how do you wait, listen. How do you pay your bills in that house you living in right now, Mo?
I don't pay bills.
So your lights is on because of what? Because you the all power, you're the all.
Because electricity coming into the house.
How did you get electricity in the house, Mo?
From the electric company. How
And
everybody
who are
else
they?
get it.
Are they Moors?
Who?
The people that's paying, the people that gave you electric, are they Moors?
No.
How did you pay for it?
I don't pay for it.
So it's free.
For me, it's free.
Yes.
I don't pay bills.
Give me some of the free lights.
I don't have nothing to do with that
So
system
that
that you
cigarette you
defended.
just smoked, whatever you just smoked, you got that for free too?